Hello, everyone. This is the 22nd and 24th President of the United States. Ansel Adams here to tell you that this program is brought to you by sociopaths. Be the best that you can be. Hey, listen up. You can follow Ryan O'Connor at Wrangleshank on Instagram, on TikTok, and on Twitter. And if you like his work on Bonehead comic, you can also watch his Bonehead cartoon. The link to all these things and more can be found in the description. Furthermore, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, and be sure to share. All things Wrangleshank and all things Ink the Book. Thank you.
It's time for Ink the Book Show with your host, Ryan O'Connor. And now, let's ink the book.
Whoa! Hey, everybody. It's Ink the Book Show. I'm Ryan O'Connor, and I'm inking my first graphic novel called Bonehead. This is the first time I've done a page out of order, but I'm working on getting redrawing a scene. The current scene. So I'm skipping ahead to the next scene. I didn't realize how close to being done I am inking the book. So starting with the next scene, there's only 13 pages till the very last page. And then whatever the page count ends up being on the scene that I'm working on. I was planning on 10. It might be a bit longer than that. But we're getting close to finishing this book. I thought the pile was thicker ahead of me. Anyway, let's get to ink this camera mount that actually is a part that's attached to the camera is getting loose on me. So I'm getting kind of creeped out. I might have to get a new one soon. But see, I can make it work. It just gets loose really easy. I want to sharpen that up. So I was planning on having the first page in the new batch, the redo, done for this morning. But I finished the broadcast last night after midnight, so I was real tired. I did start drawing it, but I didn't finish drawing it. I'm going to turn this light on us. Let's resharpen it. There we are. So this is outside the Poison Factory. Oh, speaking of last night's broadcast, so I'm being shut down left and right today. Because I see I got an email from TeePublic saying that one of my designs violated the terms and conditions of TeePublic first somehow. And I'll show you what it was, even though I got this from somewhere else. It was these little Bonehead stickers. Hey, Sweaty Smetty. You say a bunch of pictures. Yeah, apparently this, it's called Bonehead sticker. I'm pretty sure it was just this, just a picture of Bonehead and nothing else. And it I must have had it available as just a sticker. And apparently this violates their terms and conditions. Yet there is one with Bonehead, just like this, same picture. Thank you, Sweaty. It says, keep up the great work. And I have a design that's this same exact picture, and then it's got the Bonehead logo. So I don't know what the deal is with that, but they pulled that. Yet I don't know. Like maybe it's two designs with the same art is a problem. But then again, I have an Ink the Book Show logo design for a T-shirt and everything else, and then I have an Ink the Book Show lefty mug that I put up, that I uploaded. So I don't know what the deal is. I'm puzzling it. But the big thing, yesterday's broadcast was blocked worldwide on YouTube, and I'm pretty positive it was because me and Joe in the chat were talking about the gorillas for a minute, and he was talking about this video, and I played it. It was just heads bouncing around and them talking, but it's probably a recording off of something, you know what I mean? Something that they have for sale or something. So it probably tripped a copyright notice or something, is my best guess. If it was something else, your guess is as good as mine. But for this, since we're skipping around in the book anyway at this point, I'm going to try and download that broadcast from StreamYard where it wasn't blocked. It also didn't get a notification on. It didn't give me a notification on Facebook that it's been muted or anything, and it's up on Twitch, yesterday's broadcast. So YouTube is the only one being butt munch about it. Anyway, I'm gonna try and download the stream from StreamYard and edit that part out where I play that and re-upload it, hopefully tomorrow. For posterity, I want all the inking up on my YouTube. I forgot this one. So anyway, we're skipping the next scene. I'll save that for last. Hopefully I can get a move on that. I'm making progress. It's just slow on the scene that I'm redoing. And then I've got it all outlined and I'm starting to draw it. But and then other than that, 13 pages. I just grabbed the last pages on my other bookshelf out in the hallway. That's where I was keeping my uninked pages. All my inked pages are right here in this room. But all the uninked pages were on a bookshelf outside my room. And I just grabbed the last ones. So the only ones remaining are in my head. Like I say, it's going to be about 10, probably 20 at the most pages, but I don't think it'll be that many. We'll see. So we're down to, I'd say, the last 30 pages of inking. Then I got to figure out how I'm scanning them all in. I was just looking for scanners last night that'll do these 11 by 17. There are solutions if I don't find one, but the thing is, I'm trying to find an 11 by 17 scanner that won't, like, destroy my bank account. I thought I found one for what, $80 yesterday, I think. And I forget, it was like something devotes was the name of the website. Devotes something. And I almost clicked buy, and then I second guessed it. I was like, wait, seems too good to be true. Why is this the only place I'm finding something? I looked up the website, and everyone was reporting that it was a bad website and that they would buy some electronic from this devotes something website, and they would buy some electronic like a TV or a printer, and then they would get a pot holder in the mail from them. So they're like, I spent like however much money. Like this one person was saying, I'm an 80-year-old woman and I'm without a TV because they sent me a pot holder. So beware. So yeah, I'm just getting what's the word? Censored left and right by YouTube, by TeePublic. I don't know. Like I say, I had a feeling something was going to happen. In the past, what it's done was gave me a copyright claim for something like that on YouTube. So I think the idea is if I ever get monetized, I can't monetize like it demonetizes that video or whatever, that stream. I've never seen blocked before. Not only that, but it says blocked worldwide. And it wasn't a song. It was just them talking, their heads bouncing around, So I didn't think it was anything too transgressive. But what do I know? And then as for the TeePublic one, it's funny. I was just looking. I was like, didn't I have one of just Bonehead up? And then I saw that email today. I was like, I thought I did. So I guess in the meantime, if anyone wants just a Bonehead sticker, which is the thing that they took down, send me a message. I've got them. I got them from somewhere else, but tomorrow we're celebrating my niece's, I believe her 4th birthday. I'm working on her gift. I gotta get some photos printed. I got her this locket a while back. She's really gonna like it. Is that the only sound effect on here? Yes. Just toss that in there. Toss my ruler. Oh man, where's my brush? I think I set my brush somewhere. Oh, here it is. Okay. Let's zoom back in. I want to make sure that I'm doing this well, right. Let me, because this is the fence outside the poison factory. Let me just see if because I know I've drawn it before. About here. I'll get another shot of it. I'm going to need the other shot. Let's see. Not too sure, but something like that. So what happens to ink the bookshelf when I finish inking the book? Well, I delete the YouTube channel. No, I'm just kidding. I think I'm still calling it Ink the Book Show, but I'll be coloring the book here and there. I'll probably be doing other things. Maybe I'll be inking my daily drawings a little more frequently again. I do want to try and put together an art book. I'll just do glimpses of whatever I'm working on until I start inking another book. So how's that? Oh man, you're missing out on a glorious climax of the story. I did draw it, by the way. I did draw this part of the book that I'm skipping. It's just I gotta redraw it. And I wanted to, when I was figuring out how I was gonna go about redrawing it, I decided I wanted to add some stuff. Let me I'll bring this down here. There we go. Get that shadow out of there. She's wearing a black dress. I had to remind myself because I think I forgot when I drew this panel. It looked like she might be wearing her waitress thing. Outfit. As tiny as this drawing is. I remember down there. So maybe not. Here's Boris, real tiny. Here's Mort, real tiny. You know who I didn't draw in this crowd scene? Charlie the Crow. And I didn't draw Neinerman. The two, like, workplace weasels. I wonder if they didn't make it. I mean, it doesn't really look like I drew anybody, but I mean, in subsequent pictures in this scene, I didn't draw them, I know that. I didn't even think to draw them. Here's a tiny nondescript character. Tiny nondescript character. Tiny nondescript character. Here's some effect. Let's see. Verb. That's electric for Blom. I don't know. It's electricity's way of saying a bazinga. Did all the men on that show fall off the face of the earth? That, what do you call it? Big Bang Theory? I guess the Sheldon guy must still be around because young Sheldon, doesn't he narrate it? But I only see or hear about the women from that show anymore. It was a show about 4 guys, right? 1, 2, 3, yeah. I mean, Callie Cuoco. I see her all over the dang place. And then that Mayim Bialik, she had some kind of kerfuffle or something. And I see stuff pop up about the one other girl on that show once in a while. The one that worked at the Cheesecake Factory or something. With the glasses and the high voice. Oh, I'm the only one who knows. Suddenly, Big Bang Theories. Not the most popular show in the. No, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm making fun of myself for watching Big Bang Theory. There's a hole in the ground where a building used to be. Where a building used to be, all you see is a hole in the ground. Oh, I think that was an effect that I just drew over. Um, Here's some pipes sticking out, spraying water. Because they're not attached to a building anymore. So there's like this mountain range kind of starting behind. That was always behind the poison factory. Okay. Stars. I can always add more. I'm not going crazy. So it's noon. Oh, I've got plenty of time. See, I can already tell having solid black on this panel is going to do it good. Because if everything's too samey, especially throughout a whole page, it gets really kind of dead and gray. So it's good to have like different line weights and different, you want like, they call it spotting your blacks when you look for places to add black. And in fact, I'm thinking right now where I might punch it up on this panel. Yeah, so I definitely want yesterday's broadcast to be salvaged, because I talked about my process as far, because I was getting back into it, going from script to note card to sketchbook to final drawing on the page. I talked about that a bit. That was because I kind of had to remember my steps for all that yesterday, because I was just getting into it for the first time in like nearly a year. Actually, maybe more than a year for that. It's like this little blast. And then maybe I'll do some like stuck my hand in that, so I got to clean it up. Here I can do yeah. That's what the doctor ordered. Okay. So I think that's that panel. And here they're like, huh? Let's see. Something I don't like. Better? The weird thing about the YouTube saying the video was blocked yesterday is that I didn't get an email, and I checked 4 different emails. Just in case. So there's no notification other than I just noticed that when I went to make this video, or went to set up this stream, I saw that yesterday's was blocked. But no real notification. There wasn't even like a notification in YouTube. It was just a message next to this video. Very curious. And I've been recently talking about how Facebook will mute. It tells me that it partially mutes videos where I was like singing something, but it didn't do anything to that one. It's odd. But I mean, I understand it. It's just, it's weird that it didn't tell me, really. The one thing I really don't understand is why it took, what's it? TeePublic took down the standalone Bonehead sticker design. All it said was violates terms and conditions, but I don't know why or how. So here's another thing that I'm thinking about for the future. Once I'm able to get these scanned in, while I'm in the process of coloring this book, I am. What I'd like to do is work on, like I said, an art book where I put all my sketchbook drawings into like some kind of book. I'd like for it not to be a dinky one. I'd like for it to be kind of substantial, but I've never printed a book before, so I don't know what that would. I mean, I've looked into it before, and I think it gets kind of expensive, but we'll see. We'll see what we can pull off. But I don't know. And then, but the other thing is, I like to do like 24-page issues of this. I think I can pull off 24-page issues, black and white, of Bonehead. It's kind of a preview kind of thing to have something to show for a while, to show for all this work I've been doing the past year, while I'm continuing to color it, because then otherwise it might be like another year or so before I'm done with this book, because I'm trying to do it all myself. First of all, I'm learning. Second of all, I'll know that I can pull it off. Itchy face, itchy face. Okay, I'm better. I'll pull through. I was talking yesterday about, I'm pretty sure it was yesterday. It was a reel I posted on Instagram of like Bonehead panels, and someone in the comments, they're like, and I think they started following me too. But they were like, "Looks awesome, but just beware. If you ever publish it, people are gonna rule 30 for it." I was like, interesting. I never thought of that before. Trying to make kind of like a transition of grass blades receding into darkness, I think, is what I'm gonna pull off here. my little scheme. I was just talking yesterday with my roommate. I was like, have you ever seen Meaning of Life or Life of Brian? The Monty Python movies? He's like, yeah, like, what do you call it? Holy Grail more. It's like, oh yeah, forgot about that one. I think, I know I've seen them all, but I feel like we saw Meaning of Life the most growing up. And maybe Life of Brian next most. I forget. I was just thinking of something from Meaning of Life that made me bring that up, but you know how this dusty old brain is. Here's Billy TV. Expressing some kind of concern about something, I take it. He's like, oh no, I left the oven on. I think I made that joke a couple days ago too. Oh, and I watched the playback. I'm just dwelling on the block on YouTube. So I watched the playback on Twitch because they still have it up, and it's like I left my computer audio on instead of muting it, so it's like double playing over itself, the audio. So it doesn't even. It's not. It's a little incomprehensible. Just saying, I'm kind of annoyed. I'm getting a split brush here. Okay, I think I fixed it. Space hat, as indicated by the antenna. What time is it? Almost 1 o'clock. Oh, mercy, mercy. Got this one stray hair on my brush that I'm trying to like get to conform. It ain't buying. Okay, well, that's fine as long as it's just the one sticking out. Oh, I didn't do Butte on his shirt. That's my long-standing butt joke. I have out-of-towners wear a shirt that says Butte on it. And I thought it was funny to make an alien wear a shirt that says Butte because he's the most out-of-town of all. So to justify it, I made the character from Planet Montana, like Butte, Montana. And then I felt the need to explain the shirt in this story, so there's an explanation. Because Butte, Planet Montana is different than Earth Montana, right? Almost certainly. Okay, this is a really wet panel still, so maybe I'll start one. All right. upside down so I don't drag my hand through the mud. Okay. Yeah, I stuck my hand in it, didn't I? What a doofus. Okay, so we're drawing the scene again without the special effects. Might have been better off using a technical pen on these little drawings. It worked fine up there. Boris the rhinoceros. Here's Mort. Bonehead's buddy. Nondescript person. Nondescript person. It's the only way you're allowed to draw people anymore. Okay. And then did some rocks up here before. Water pipes. There's some smoke billowing out. Sidewalk. Hmm. You know what? I never did this little side fence. Also, I never whited out these lines that I inked in the middle of this. Okay. Okay. Mountains. Oh, wait, this fence before I forget it again. Okay. Rocks. You get the idea. Mm-hmm. I should just not draw stars in the sky because then I feel compelled to ink the stars that I drew. And if I just did this all in black and then added the stars in later, it would go much smoother. Same with the next panel. Ooh, I didn't realize how low I was. Sorry, I hope I inked some of this panel on camera. Oh, 1:15. For some reason, I have a 1:15 alarm. Ay, caramba. My brush is getting a little clumsy. I know a poor craftsman blames his tools, but your brush does get a little, as the ink gets drier, it gets your brush a little gummier. And it's a little harder to get what you're trying to out of it. So I don't have as fine of a point as I did at the beginning of the page. Last panel. So, what to talk about? Because I'm clamming up now. Man, I never thought I'd be this close to done with inking. I seriously thought I had like 40 pages to go. Here's the sidewalk. Dirt. Yeah, I'm like out of things to say, I guess. Sorry, I'm clamming up, but I guess I'm concentrating or something. Psh, psh. So let's see. Tomorrow, I think I'm gonna try and get on early again because, like I was saying earlier, we're celebrating my niece's birthday tomorrow. My chest. And Sunday, I don't know when I'm. I guess I don't know any days in the future when I'm going to be on. I don't want to get ahead of myself and make promises I can't keep. Who am I, my father? No, I'm just kidding. Grass. Your ass is grass. That's why. I'm walking all over it. I don't know. I started to say a thing, but I didn't know where I was going. Now I'm singing in a high-pitched voice. Don't know why such a high-pitched voice, but this is where we are. I'm committing to the bit. I don't quite know what this guy is, but I think I'm going to make him a lizard instead. These are all scientists kind of mulling about. They're like, where did the building go? Oh, here's another lizard or an alligator or something. Oh well. Or maybe it's a bird. Dog guy. So, time is it? 1:30. I have like 2 hours to do what I please today. I think after I finish this page, I'm going to get something to eat. Before that, though, I'm going to go to the bathroom. For sure. Nothing runs through you like liquids. And you can take that to the bank. They won't cash it. So you might be wasting your time. That's all. That's all I have to say on that matter. I just bowled over one of the stars I left. Oh, mercy me, oh my.
This show has been brought to you by the letter W and the number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
Oh, that one.
No, not 1. 4.
I was just reminding myself of when I was a kid. I think it was on PBS. There was a it wasn't a cartoon, but there was a kids show called Allegra's Window, and they were like Muppets. I mean, not Muppets, but they were puppets.
And there was a girl named Allegra who kind of sounded like this.
And she had a puppy friend who talked like this. I don't know. That was like in the 90s still. Allegra's Window.
Don't you dare close your eyes.
She didn't say that, but there's a line in the theme song that I always used to say that because that's what it sounded like she was saying to me. It probably sounds nothing like that. I don't know. Allegra's Window. Don't you dare close your eyes. I still have the same sense of humor as I did in the 90s. Allegra was this purple girl puppet, and she had hair that looked like multicolored packing peanuts, if I recall. Oh, and she had a brother named like Ron or Ozzy or something. Those are two entirely different names, but it was something like that. Since this is going to be a bird, I'm going to make it look like he's got feathers coming out of instead of a lizard tail. I always thought it was interesting when I was a kid that puppeteer voice actors, who are, I believe, all operating puppets at the same time, but I always thought that it was weird that puppet voice actors sounded like puppets instead of, like, they didn't sound like normal cartoon character voices. I mean, they do, but they don't. Like, there's a subtle distinction where I feel like I can pick out a puppet voice against a animated character's voice. Maybe it's just the smattering of actors that were operating puppets back in the day. Or maybe there's something to that. Like, I'm sure I wouldn't be able to blindly guess 9, like with 100% accuracy. But I feel like there was something to, like, Sesame Street and stuff like that. Eureka's Castle, Allegra's Window, or even like the puppets on like that Puppet Community episode, or the Puppet Scrubs episode. Did I say that already? I feel like puppets tend to, they're still like cartoon character type voices, but I feel like the ones that voice puppets just sound like puppets. What's up with that? Allegra's window, don't you dare close your eyes. Bear in the big blue house. There was the Webulous World of Dr. Seuss. There was a Winnie the Pooh puppet thing for a little bit. Now that's interesting because I'm pretty sure those characters were voiced by the characters who did the 90s animated Winnie the Pooh. Pooh Bear, Winnie the Pooh Bear. La 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 la, la 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 la, Elmo's World. La 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 la, la 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 la, Elmo's World. Elmo loves his goldfish as creator. It's Elmo's World. There was an Elmo explosion in the 90s. That seems funny to me now. And it inspired an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, didn't it? Jingle All the Way. Was that inspired by Tickle Me Elmo? I remember feeling like that was kind of a direct reference to Tickle Me Elmo. That kind of craze where everybody's looking for the same toy. Jamie! I might have closed in too tight on that one. I feel bad that I called it an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie and not a Sinbad movie. Or a Phil Hartman movie. I'd be better off if I just added the stars in afterwards. Oh. What was Elmo's goldfish's name? I think it was Dorothy.
Dorothy?
I think so. On Elmo's World. I think it was a bit after Tickle Me Elmo. Elmo got his own show called Elmo's World. It was always on in my house. Nick Jr. and PBS and stuff like that. They were always on in my house growing up. So, because there was always a little kid in my house. I'm the oldest of 7, so every 2 years another baby, pretty much for the longest time.
Clues, I'm so excited.
Face. Noggin. Remember Noggin? It was like where all the dead Nick Jr. stuff went to live out its retirement. Dead things don't retire, Ryan. Well, prove it. Or like you'd get weird shows that, I don't know, came from like Nickelodeon Canada or something. I should have said where retired shows went to die, not where dead shows went to retire. I'll fix that. Now my brush is getting real hairy and frayed. Needs a wash. Night sky, baby, night sky. Night sky, baby, night sky. Night sky, baby. That was the worst B-52s I ever did. I was just listening to Cosmic Thing yesterday, the album. Or maybe it was the day before. I think it was the day before. It's probably my favorite album by them. I think it's their second album. That one's got Love Shack on it. The titular track, Cosmic Thing. It's got Rome. I like Rome. Roam if you want to. Roam around the world. I think it was today I was listening to Devil in My Car. That's from a different album. Shake your honey buns. Shake your honey buns. You can say what you want about the B-52s, but they are having more fun than just about any band you ever heard of. Oh, rock the house! Okay. We're going to go into This Night Sky. You know This Night Sky? Oops. I'm dragging ink. Want a variety of star sizes. Okay. So here. Oh, I like the song Channel Z. I didn't get to it when I played it the other day, but I'm pretty sure that's on Cosmic Thing. That's one of my favorites. Yeah, it is. Uh-oh. Stuck my hand in a wet spot. Oh, and I busted up some stars. It's okay. We'll get it eventually. We'll get it eventually. Big guns. It'll work. Okay, I think that'll do for now. I'm gonna call this page done. Get me something to eat, but not before going to the bathroom. All right. What a day. What a life. What a wonderful life that I just get to draw every single day, if I so choose. Well, I'll be back at some point tomorrow, I think, earlier on, because I think in the early afternoon, about now-ish, I think I have a birthday party for my niece to go to. So if you like this channel, if you like my comic inking, I'm almost done with inking my first graphic novel. Click on some other videos. I'll try to upload yesterday's broadcast, re-upload yesterday's broadcast onto YouTube since it got obliterated. But yeah, click on some other videos. There's always more to watch. If you need something to watch, click on my face somewhere else. And then I'm also going to put a link in the description, which has my social media. It's got the link to the Bonehead cartoon. It's got the link to the TeePublic store with a bunch of neat t-shirt designs and stuff like that. So there's stuff for you if you care for it. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody. Be good to your mother, and don't over toast your bread.